I'm proud of a lot of things in my life. I have a lot to be proud of. Uh, but I think that the greatest achievement I would say is rebuilding my life um, from hitting rock bottom and overcoming that trauma and finding my identity again. Because going through everything and being a mom and working and we can often lose ourselves.
The Podcast's Empire, podcast mastery for women in business.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Podcast Empire. Today we have an unstoppable guest joining us, an author who has unlocked the secrets to leaving an incredible legacy and overcoming adversity. Get ready to embark on a transformative journey as we delve into the wisdom and resilience of our unstoppable guest, one of the unstoppable authors in series number 4, the Powerhouse Edition, produced by Elsa Morgan. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be inspired as we explore the power of perseverance and the legacy we can all create. Let's begin this unstoppable conversation with Samantha Jolene. Now, what I know about Samantha is that she is dedicated to helping single mothers reclaim their power and thrive. She combines academic experience with her own personal journey through adversity to inspire and uplift others. Welcome to the Podcast Empire, Samantha.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
It is great to be here. And we went through storms, we went through Wi-Fi outages to get here. So Samantha is unstoppable. That's why she's a powerhouse. It's great to have you here. Now, what
Thank you.
inspired you to write a chapter in Unstoppable for the Powerhouse Edition?
Yeah, so I have wanted to kind of write my own story for a while. Thought about writing my own book because I have a lot to share, and I believe in the power of sharing our story and how through sharing our own story we can help others. So I am a single mom. I've been a single mom for half of my life. Um, and I faced significant adversity. And through sharing those experiences and sharing my journey, um, I want other women, especially single mothers, to know that they're not alone, and that they can overcome challenges as well.
It definitely helps so many people. And just from what I know of you recently online, you're showing up, you're raw, you're real, you tell it like it is. And this is what we need to hear, real, authentic stories. Now, what's been the greatest achievement in your life that you're really most proud of, Samantha?
So finding myself again while navigating single motherhood has been my biggest achievement yet. Um, and I just want to share that with the world.
Now, recently you shared with me, your son's 18, isn't he?
He is, yes.
And I know that as women, we like to share stories as like, oh, if I could just go back in time and tell, my 20-year-old version of myself, what advice would I give her? If you were to go back now and tell that 20-year-old Samantha, what advice would you give her?
Oh, I would I would tell her to hang on, um, that she's going to make it, that life is going to be better than she could have ever imagined. But I would also tell her that life is going to throw her some punches, and those punches are going to take her down. um, but they will also shape her into a stronger, more wiser woman. And I would tell her, don't be afraid to set boundaries and don't be afraid to walk away from anyone or anything that is not serving you, um, even if they're the closest people to you. I would tell her to embrace herself uh, unapologetically and to know that it's okay to prioritize yourself and your well-being despite what people in your life may tell you. I would tell her that she's capable of achieving anything that she sets her mind to.
Absolutely. And it's so funny as we go through life, we've got these lived experiences, we've got this journey ahead of us. We don't know what's in front of it. I call it a sliding door moment. Did you have a sliding door moment where you thought, nope, I've got to do better? It's enough. Like, I can do better than this. Was there any kind of situation or event or anything that words maybe somebody said to you that you thought, Samantha's meant for more? Like, I don't have to put up with this, or I don't have to do this, or I can become better. Was there any kind of instance where that was true for you?
Yeah. Um, I've had a couple of those. But I think for a lot of my life through my younger years and adolescence and growing up, my early 20s, I got really good at kind of shoving things down. And as you'll read in my chapter, the things that I went through, just kind of pushing through. And I think that's where a lot of my resilience comes from. But at some point, you can only handle so much and then you crash. So I remember after I had my miscarriage, um, and my boyfriend at the time had left, I was alone, and I laid in bed for days, for 4 days straight. I didn't get out of bed. I wasn't eating. I was like, I don't say I was never diagnosed with depression, but I was in a bad spot. And um I just remember my kids were younger at that time. My daughter was, I think, 7 and my son was 12, I believe. Um I just remember them coming into my room and looking at them, and something woke me up, and I was like, I thought they need more. I wasn't playing with the kids. I would do the bare minimum, but I thought they need more. And so that's what got me out of bed, and I started going to a therapist and doing some of my own practices, and I just knew that there was more, that I needed to get up and I wasn't done yet.
I think it's amazing how our stories are kind of a gift. They're a superhero cape and not an anchor. And the way you've really reclaimed yourself and motherhood as well, now you're helping others to reclaim their power and thrive. So that's got a community effect. That's got a family's financial blueprint effect. That's breaking generational traumas and change for generations to come. So your kids are very blessed to have such a mother like you, Samantha, that is making changes. Now, what inspiration can you share with women who want to pursue their dreams and they really, really feel like they're not ready?
Yeah, I would first say I was there. I've been there, and there are still times that I second guess if I'm ready or not. I think we all go through that. Uh, but I would tell them, uh, if you feel like you're not ready, don't wait. Don't wait until you think there's a perfect time or you're going to feel ready, because you're going to be waiting forever. Yeah, I don't think that there's ever a time that you will fully feel ready. Um, so just take small steps towards that goal every single day. Take another step. Don't be afraid to fail. Uh, Failure is part of the journey. It's the stepping stones to your success. Uh, One of the biggest things I think that's helped me is just surround myself with positive people and really be selective of my circle and find a mentor that you trust and that inspires you, because you're going to need that in life. We all need somebody who can help us along our journey. Um, and just remember that you are stronger and more capable than you realized.
Absolutely. We are definitely strong. We're resilient. We can uncover and overcome adversities as women spinning all the plates in the air. We are unstoppable, and you are a powerhouse, Samantha. And I can't wait to continue to watch your journey grow and evolve from here as an unstoppable author. What kind of message would you like to leave the audience on today?
So there is a quote that my mom shared with me when I was going through one of my difficult times. And I think that it's something that I constantly is just in the back of my mind. Anytime I'm going through something, it always pops up. And uh, a lot of you may have heard it. I feel like it's a pretty popular quote, but it means a lot. So the quote goes something like, don't wait for the storm to pass. Um, don't be afraid to dance in the rain. I might be misquoting it a little bit, but to me, that's really everything that I've done my whole life. Just don't wait for the storm to pass. Um, live in the moment and dance through it because you're going to get through it.
Absolutely. Some great words of advice there. Thank you very much for joining us on this unstoppable episode. We hope you found our conversation with Samantha Jolene as inspiring as what I have. And if you're ready to embark on your own journey of resilience to leave a lasting legacy, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more empowering content like you've heard on this episode. And while you're at it, we'd greatly appreciate it if you leave a review for Samantha and your thoughts today on today's episode. And to dive even deeper into the world of the Unstoppable book series, the best-selling series, be sure to grab your very own copy in the show notes link below and immerse yourself in the stories, just like Samantha's, that will ignite your determination and push you to be the best version of yourself. So to connect with Samantha Jolene in the show notes below and stay updated on all of her latest insights and projects. And remember, it's never too late to start creating your own unstoppable legacy. Thank you once again for joining us, Samantha, and we'll have you back again on the next Unstoppable episode. We'll see you in the pod. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
The Podcat's Empire, podcast mastery for women in business.